Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Youngmaster3, and I'm back with a new video, and this time it's going to be a pretty big update video with a lot of titles, especially from the 80s. So of course I've had some horror movies in this update as well, and I'm sorry for not uploading anything in a while because I actually made an update video about 1 or 2 weeks ago, but for some reason I tried to upload it on YouTube and I tried it over and over again, but it didn't want to upload that video for some weird reason. So this is my second try or whatever. So yeah, let's begin immediately before anything goes wacko. First of all, we got a slasher which is pretty hard to find, I believe. The movie is Don't Answer the Phone. I've heard mixed things about this. Some people say it's really bad and some people say it's really good, but I'm glad to have it in my collection because yeah, I think it's very rare. So yeah, Don't Answer the Phone. And then we got another horror movie, a Swedish horror movie actually, called Strandvaskaren, known as Drowning Ghost in English, and I actually thought this was really good for being a Swedish horror movie, because the only other Swedish horror movie that I really enjoyed was Evil Ed, of course, but this one was really good as well. And I was always thinking about this, that this looks like Jeepers Creepers for some reason, but yeah, anyway, Strandvaskaren or Drowning Ghost. The next one is a slasher with Robert Englund, even though he doesn't have that big role in this movie. The movie is Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. Starts like a documentary style kind of movie, but it ends like a slasher movie. So sort of a documentary into the mind of a serial killer or whatever. But yeah, really good movie. Yeah, don't have anything else to say about that one. And the next one is a classic which I haven't seen yet, but I've seen the remake. Thought the remake was okay. Nothing too spectacular, but this is the original one. The Amityville Horror, in Swedish right here. Huset som Gud glömde. Don't know what to say about this. I just know that it stars Margot Kidder from Black Christmas. So yeah, seems to be pretty interesting and so on. So yeah, the Amityville Horror. And next one is a movie which I actually already had in my collection before, but I know this Swedish release has been out of print for a pretty long time, and I just love this movie, and that's the reason why I picked it up. And the movie is Battle Royale 2 Requiem. I don't understand why so many people hate this movie. I think it's something that it doesn't follow the book or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I absolutely love this movie, and that's probably the reason why I picked it up on this Swedish release as well. Yeah, great movie in my opinion. So yeah, Battle Royale 2. And now we have some extreme movies. And here we got Aftermath, Genesis. This is actually 3 movies. Aftermath, Genesis, and a short movie called The Awakening. Even though all of these are short movies, The Awakening is just like 7 or 10 minutes long or something like that. But I'm really glad to have this in my collection because it's out of print, I believe. And this kind of what kind of color? Some light blue color of this folder looks really awesome. Yeah, Aftermath, Genesis, and The Awakening. The next one is a movie by Fred Vogel, and it is Murder Collection Volume 1. I'm not really sure why they call it Volume 1, but like they're planning on making a Volume 2 or whatever, but this is like seems to be like it wants to look like a snuff or sort of movie, but this is fake, of course. But if you just look at this cover, it really doesn't say anything at all. Probably because they just want it to look as snuffy as possible, if you understand what I mean. Snuffy, but yeah, anyway, Murder Collection Volume 1. And then we have another extreme movie called I Never Left the White Room, and this is limited to only, like you can see here on the back, 500 copies, and I got 285 back there. This just seems to be mindfuck all over the place. I've just seen the opening sequence. I don't know if you can call it an opening sequence, but it just looks weird as hell, but it still looks very interesting. Yeah, I never left the dark room. I never left the white room, sorry for that. And the next one is a sequel to a movie which I absolutely adore, and the movie is Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer 2, Mask of Sanity. I know this doesn't star Michael Rooker anymore. This is by some other guy. I can't remember this guy's name, but I've heard that it's supposed to continue where the first one ended, so I just had to pick it up. Yeah. And then we have a movie called Feed. This was okay, nothing too spectacular, and I thought it was going to be more disturbing than it actually was, but it was still an okay movie. Yeah, don't have anything else to say about this. And this DVD looks absolutely awful. It's an old rental one, like you can see it up there, but it says in Swedish. Yeah, Feed. Then we have a comedy from the 90s with Edward Furlong, by John Waters, and it's Pecker. Watched this for the first time yesterday, and I thought it was okay. Nothing too spectacular, but it was still good for what it was, and yeah, really enjoyable movie. This is extremely expensive on other websites and so on. I picked it up for only 55 Swedish crowns, which is amazing for this movie in my opinion. So yeah, John Waters, Pecker. And then we have a movie with Tom Cruise from the 80s, and the movie is All the Right Moves. Great movie in my opinion. Sort of a sport, drama, romance movie, if you say so. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, but yeah, great movie. Then we have another Tom Cruise movie, and it is, yeah, you can see it right there, The Color of the Money. I was a little bit disappointed on this movie, to be honest, but it was okay. Yeah, I have to hurry up right now before my camera just screw up. Then we got Colors with Sean Penn and Robert Duvall. There was also another movie which I thought was okay, probably just a one-time watch. Yeah, it was okay. Sorry for being boring, but I just had to speed up a little bit. And here we got another 80s movie, Mannequin. I loved this movie. The acting is great and the story is great, and yeah, great comedy, romance, drama movie, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Mannequin. Then we have a movie with Tom Hanks. The movie is Turner and Hooch. This was really entertaining as well. I don't know what to say about all these movies because I just have to speed up, so I'll probably have to make a review video for all of these movies in any upcoming video, so yeah, sorry for this. And then we have big, fantastic performance by Tom Hanks in this movie, probably one of his best in my opinion. Yeah, big. Then we have a movie called Can't Buy Me Love. Don't know anything about this movie basically, but I just knew that it was from the 80s, so I just decided to pick it up. And then we have About Last Night from the 80s as well, with Rob Lowe, Demi Moore, James Belushi, don't really know how to pronounce his name, and Elizabeth Perkins. Yeah. And then we have Ferris Bueller's Day Off. This looks hilarious. This is directed by, I think this is directed by John Hughes, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Seems to be really interesting as well. Then we have Young Blood with Rob Lowe and Patrick Swayze as well. Yeah. Then we have Pretty in Pink. Always wanted to see this movie. Never seen it before. I've heard it's supposed to be really good as well, so yeah, Pretty in Pink. Then we have finished this update with two adventure movies from the 80s. First off, we got Legend with Tom Cruise and I think Tim Curry's in this movie as well. And then finally we got Lady Hawk with Rutger Hauer and Matthew. What is he called? Matthew Broderick. Yes. So that was the update video for this time. Hopefully this is going to be successful with being uploaded on YouTube. So see you next time. Bye bye.